Okay, so it is finally here. The 1/6 scale Batman versus Superman Batmobile. Oh man, I'm so hyped. So very quickly, this is what you see on the back of the box. If you're interested in reading it, please pause the video. Flipping the package around, this is the front side or cover of the box. And then just shimmying down, you get a picture of the Batmobile on the side. As you can see here, my slip cover, which this is damaged. I don't care about that. Once you remove the slip cover, there's a protective foam, and there are some pieces that are in a few slots here. I see seats and some other items that I'll show off a little bit later. Okay, so it's snuggled in. It has some plastic. Let's get that removed. So it comes like this. There are a few accessories to install here and the tail pieces in the back. I'm just going to add those two very quickly. And it's very simple to tab on. Here, you simply match it to the holes that are here. I'm going to go ahead and do so. Okay, so one major issue here is that this doesn't come with instructions. At least mine doesn't. That's my little guy trying to help out here. So these flaps in the back are not fitting securely. I did find a piece. Can I see that piece?
Yes.
Thank you. Anytime now? Can I pass it to me, please? Thank you. I found a piece that I think is meant to hold up these two wings. I'm going to see exactly how to mount this. Okay, so this piece absolutely does. If you look here, there are 4 holes, there are 4 legs, and simply you just plug them in place. Like so. And now I'm assuming once this is done, there's a magnet. I think this connects to the magnet while this tab ports in here. All right, so I was able to get that done. And just to come around the back, you can see that this supports it a lot better than it was. So I'm going to get the other side plugged in. And if you saw my ashy feet, I did not put lotion on them. All right, so I managed to get that done. This side feels a lot more secure than this side. So the next thing to attach would be the turret, which goes up front. Okay, so with the turret, this seems simple enough. And it is. That is incredibly simple and easy. So hopefully when I put this video together, it's not all over the place. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to score this as I do my normal videos, because it's very weird how to count accessories on a vehicle. This is removable and came separate, so I guess you would count this. This also, no, actually this came attached, but as you can see, this is removable as well as this. And the two, what I'm going to call winglets, are also removable. And then you have these 2 seats that come uninstalled that you have to install. So how do I grade that in terms of accessories? Also, I ordered the version of what was Justice League, to where part of the canopy removes and it's the turret that sits here. Unfortunately, that did not ship with this, so I won't be able to count that. I was really looking forward to having that. So I'm just not going to do accessories. We're going to go right to design. And man, this thing is gorgeous. And I want to say it is probably close to being 100% film accurate. This thing is gorgeous. Just scuff marks throughout. You have some sticker overlays here. Wish that was painted. Assuming it's a sticker. Just trying to really get in on some of the details here. Now, I do wish that the tires were dirtier. So I have no idea how to open this. I'm going to figure this out off camera. All right, so I got that open, and that was easy enough. Just want to see if I can get in a little bit and zoom in on some of these fine details. That may be too close. Man, just incredible. So for design, again, this thing is gorgeous. Aside from the tires and some stickers instead of either paint or sculpted work. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. So for functionality, as you can see, it clearly has light up features. It takes 2 AA batteries, very simple. I'm surprised that something like this doesn't take D batteries. Now, I'm not sure if this was the case in the movie, but I really would have liked if this part would have lit up. And I think in the movie, and I could be wrong, I think in here also lit up. Right? So for functionality, the canopy simply opens like this. Now, this is the one part of this vehicle to me that feels cheap. It's the canopy. It's definitely made out of plastic. As you can see, when I move it, it shakes very easily. This is not something that I want to be opening very often. Now, just coming around, you can see that the inside is actually lit. Let's see if I can... much better. So that is so dope. See if I can get in just a little more. Now what I want to do, since we have this canopy open, is see exactly how the seats go in. So here we have a seat. This is made out of metal. There's no marker indicating if this goes on the left or right side, so I'm just going to attempt to put it in this side. And it locks right in place. There's another seat. I don't think I need to install that at the moment. I just want to see if this closes with the seat inside. And it's not closing all the way. This part here, you can see it's not flush. And I feel like that was the case without the seat. So let me just, okay, that side closes flush. I'm gonna remove this seat for a moment. Yeah, this side isn't as flush as this side. See it there? It looks the same here. So I'm just going to open that back up and just put the seat back inside. And do the same to the other side. All right, both seats are in. Again, just going to try to close the canopy. Yeah, something wrong with this side. This side closes much better. And now that we have this open, let's see if we can actually squeeze a figure inside. Okay, so I thought I was going to disappoint you, as I didn't think I had a Batman figure around. I do. I'm holding this camera by hand, so I'm going to have to pause this part and see how this goes in. And he looks way too wide to fit in here, so we'll see how this works. Okay, so I managed to get him in. I know this is the opposite side, but there's a steering wheel here, and I'm just being very cautious. The steering wheel, it feels sturdy, but trying to squeeze him in that space, I can just see something unwanted happening. I'm going to say if he can fit on this side with the right maneuverability, he can also fit on that side. Now let's see if this closes. Almost. Now remember, he has this jacket on, which is taking up some space as well. So I'm going to say it does close. It does. So if you were wondering if you can fit a Batman inside, you absolutely can. And just coming back to the front for a moment, this can rotate. Let's see something. And it's held in place by a magnet. The wheels are supposed to be rubber. Doesn't feel rubber. Not sure what material this is, but it does have a full suspension. This piece here is also magnetic. And the seats are not magnetic as far as I know, but they do slide very easily into place. Now, here are two other items that comes with this. At the moment, I have absolutely no idea where these two components go. And this is why having a book to guide me through the process would help out so much. So I'm not crazy about how these two winglets attach. They don't feel super sturdy. Well, this one does. Yeah, I guess, nah, this one does not. So I'm not crazy about how that holds these wings in place. I wish back here we had that RC gimmick to where smoke came out. And I'm typically not the fan of sounds, but I do like the RC version of this same vehicle that has the running sound. Now, what would have also been dope if the steering wheel actually controlled the wheels. It does not. Or at least the turret, and it doesn't do that. So for functionality, this thing works very well. for the most part, the attachable components are very stable. The exceptions would be the canopy. I wouldn't recommend you open that often, especially one side of mine's. And these wing lits. I don't like how they feel. I wish that was a much tighter fit than what it actually is. It's something that you can glue in. It will be something that I will consider in time. Not now, because this will definitely be going back in the box. Now, while it is very impressive that you're actually able to get Batman in here, one thing to look at is this Batman actually crosses over into the secondary seat. So getting another character in here, with the exception of a Wonder Woman or Scarlet Witch, or a female-based character, is going to be very difficult. So I think that this space should have been a bit wider to encompass being able to fit two large male figures. I didn't talk about this. I like that you're able to move the wheels, each one independently. The wheels actually roll. But now, being that this is supposed to have suspension to it, I do wish that it had more bounce to it, that the cabin was able to go up and down a little bit more than it actually does. Not something that I need, but it was something that was advertised. So for functionality, I'll be giving this an 8 out of 10. To give you an idea of scale, here's Batman next to it.
Daddy, go in a car.
Yeah, don't put him in the car yet.
Why?
Let me see if I can stand up. Can you slide back just a little bit?
Okay.
So there he is.
Daddy, don't stand you up.
I know. Go ahead, pick Batman up.
Daddy, he's wet.
I know.
Daddy, I have pedal.
So to give you an idea, this car is as long as my son.